You get home after a long day, your cat is sitting on the windowsill not even looking at you, completely unbothered. And somehow that's exactly what you needed, just knowing they're there, existing in the same room, breathing the same air, and your shoulders drop about 2 inches. Now let me ask you something. When your cat stares you dead in the eyes and slowly pushes your water glass off the table, do you get upset? Or do you just think, honestly, respect? If that second one made you smile, stay here, because what psychology says about why your brain works this way is going to change how you see yourself. Most people assume cat people are just introverts who wanted a low-maintenance pet. That's the easy version, and it misses what's actually happening. Research on human-animal bonding keeps landing on the same pattern. People who form the deepest attachments to cats don't feel less than other people. They feel more. They process more. They notice more. And the cat isn't a substitute for human connection. The cat is the one place where all that processing finally gets to stop. Think about what your nervous system is doing on a normal Tuesday. You walk into a room, and before you've said a word, you've already read 3 faces, adjusted your energy, and decided how approachable you need to be. You rewrite a text message twice before sending it. You notice a shift in someone's tone and spend 20 minutes wondering if you caused it. That's not a disorder. That's a nervous system that runs surveillance all day long. Some people regulate by matching energy with their environment. They need feedback, interaction, movement. A dog is perfect for that. The dog comes to you, mirrors your excitement, keeps the loop going. But your system works differently. You regulate through stillness, through predictability, through the absence of anyone needing anything from you for 5 minutes. A cat doesn't walk into your space and start a transaction. A cat settles near you and lets the room go quiet. No questions, no expectations, no subtle pressure to perform a version of yourself that makes someone else comfortable. For a brain that spends its entire day managing other people's emotional weather, that quiet isn't boring. It's the first moment all day where nothing is being asked of you. You ever notice that the calmest you feel all day is around 10 p.m.? Lights low, your cat somewhere nearby, the apartment finally still? That's not just tiredness. That's your nervous system recognizing the one part of your day where it can actually stand down. And your cat is part of that signal. Their presence tells your body, nobody needs anything right now. You can stop. And it goes deeper than just feeling calm. When your cat is lying on your chest purring, your body is responding to something you're not even aware of. A cat's purr carries dominant frequencies at 25 and 50 hertz, within a broader range that can reach up to 150. Those lower frequencies are the ones that matter here. They overlap with the exact range used in vibration therapy research for bone density and tissue repair. Studies have shown that interacting with cats can lower your blood pressure, slow your breathing, and reduce cortisol. This isn't metaphor. It's measurable biology, and here's the part people miss. That purr sits in a very specific acoustic space. It's not silence, which can feel empty when your thoughts are loud, and it's not noise, which can feel like another thing to process. It's right in between. It fills the room without taking anything from you. This is why you sleep better with your cat on the bed, even when they wake you up at 4 a.m. by attacking your feet under the blanket. Your conscious mind thinks they're just good company. Your body made a much more specific calculation. Now, about the intelligence thing, because yes, there's research on this, and yes, it's going to make you feel a little too seen. Studies on personality traits of cat owners consistently find higher scores in 2 areas, cognitive ability and openness to experience. But they also find higher scores in neuroticism. So the profile is essentially thinks deeply, feels everything, worries constantly. We're basically overthinkers with a library card and a nervous system that won't shut up. And for some reason, we've decided that's fine. But the connection isn't random. Deep thinking, creativity, problem solving, they all need something most environments don't offer: uninterrupted quiet. A cat doesn't fragment your attention. A cat doesn't need you to throw something, respond to something, or participate in something. A cat just exists next to your focus and lets it stay intact. There's a reason writers, artists, and researchers have always gravitated toward cats. It's not that cats make you smarter. It's that cats protect the conditions your particular brain needs to actually function. Here's something else your brain is doing that you've probably never thought about. When your cat looks up at you with those wide, round eyes and that small face, your brain doesn't register a predator. It registers something closer to an infant. Large eyes relative to head size, soft features, slow movements. Biologists call this response pattern Kinschenschema. It triggers a caregiving impulse before your conscious mind even gets involved. And for a lot of cat people, this is quietly significant. Caring for something that doesn't demand emotional labor in return, that doesn't monitor your mood, that doesn't need you to be cheerful or available on a schedule, that form of nurturing feels manageable. It lets you give love outward without the part that sometimes feels overwhelming, receiving it back with conditions attached. Think about the last time your cat was sick. The worry you felt was probably disproportionate to what anyone else around you would have understood. You canceled plans. You sat on the floor next to them. You watched their breathing. And if someone said, "It's just a cat," something inside you closed a door toward that person because you knew it wasn't just a cat. It was the one relationship where your caring didn't come with a script, and that's where it gets personal. Because underneath all the science, there's something most cat people carry but rarely say out loud. A quiet belief that there's slightly too much for other people, not dramatically, not in a way they'd announce, more like a background frequency, a sense that they notice too much, feel too intensely, need too much space, and that most people in their lives are tolerating those things rather than understanding them. Your cat doesn't tolerate you. Your cat walks into the room, looks at you, and either stays or doesn't. And neither outcome is a verdict. For someone who has spent years reading every room for signs of how they're being received, a relationship with zero subtext is not boring. It might be the most honest bond they have, the only one where they never once edited themselves to be easier to love. There's a small thing that happens once you're in this deep, and you probably did it today. You narrate your cat's inner life out loud. They're staring at a wall, and you say, "You see something, don't you? You see the ghost. The ghost is back." You're not confused about whether they understand English. But researchers who study anthropomorphism believe this impulse, assigning thoughts and intentions to another living being, draws on the same kind of social processing that makes you good at reading people. The ability to model what someone else might be thinking or feeling, even when they can't tell you. It's social cognition, just aimed at someone with 4 legs. So yeah, you hold full conversations with an animal that will never respond. That's not loneliness. That's a socially intelligent brain in the one room where it doesn't have to keep score. And maybe that's the whole thing. Not that you're avoiding people, not that you settled for less, but that you found the one relationship where closeness doesn't come with a cost, where you stopped trying to earn something that was already being offered freely, quietly, without conditions. You come home. They're asleep in a patch of sunlight on the floor, and for a moment, you stop performing entirely. You didn't choose your cat because you can't handle connection. You chose your cat because your body already knew what kind of connection it needed. And it turns out it was the kind that never asked you to be less of who you are.